I'm wide awake as a newborn owl, staring out bug-eyed at the dark, covering my ears, squelching back tears as my tent mates snore, cough, and bark. Now Walt kicked her off with his coffin as soon as he rolled out his bed and raised me up just like Lazarus, deep from the slumbering dead. Then Parkins tuned up with his wheezin', come a-chargin' and bargin' right in, point-counterpointin' Walt's hackin', thus addin' his bit to the din. My dad, him and me share a bedroll, is chasin' rabbits in his sleep, a-whinin', snuffin' and growlin'. It's enough to make a kid weep. Now Ev has joined in the chorus, chimin' in so sweet and low, with both pitch and volume a-risin', with his oh, oh, oh. Now here comes the verse. It's a solo that's grating and piercingly sharp. Who, you ask, is the premier tooth grinder? Why, it's the great virtuoso Carp. Now joins the basso profundo. It'll shake you clear to the core. The tent ropes tremble in sympathy, for Duke has commenced to snore. In a cowering pool of sweat I lie. I scream out at the sleeping men. Silence for nearly a 4-bar break. Then they start tuning up again. First Walt tries out a tentative cough. Carp's teeth follow up with a screech, and the others rush in to fill in the void. Their sounds close the brief silent breach. It's a polyacoustic symphony that's plumb wondrous in its might. It crashes and roars and reverberates on through an endless night. You've heard the shrieks of the factory and mill, heard the thunder roar, but you just don't know what ruckus is until you have heard Duke snore. A catfight in a tin granary is like soft rain on the heath, compared to old Carp a-tuning up for some minor grinding of teeth. Them rock bands make merely a whisper. A sonic boom is plumb pleasin', compared, if you will, to Walt's coffin or Parkins' casual wheezin'. My dad must have run 50-odd miles in his frantic dreams every night, and Ev's oh, oh, and Owen would have sent flocks of birds into flight. Exhaustion at last overtakes me, about 3:10 or thereabout. Then promptly at 4 in the morning, old Jerry bawls, "Cowboys roll out." So them folks that rave of the quiet in the moonlight out on the plains never spent one night in a bed tent hearing them nocturnal refrains. So if you're a craving to suffer or have a masochistic bent, I'd certainly recommend a night or two in a roundup tent.